Good morning. So as you can see, I am in our lovely classroom, our home away from home. Teachers were told that we could come by and just grab our stuff. We can't stay, obviously, but I wanted to make this video really quick before I head out for who knows how long. This is our home away from home, so I felt like it was just fitting for me to give this message and to say hi to you guys. And I wish I could have seen you on Friday, and if we had known that we weren't going to be coming back, it would have been nice to see you guys at least one last time before this break. I was on the drive here. I was kind of like thinking this morning. I was getting ready. I was driving. And I was kind of like, what would I tell my students on Friday if I could go back in time? And as much as school and academics are important, like I devote my life to that. As much of an importance that is, your well-being and your happiness and your overall health is the most important. So I'm not going to make this video to talk about, all the different lessons that you should be learning and why school is important. Like, we all know. But more importantly, you are the one thing that we need to focus on the most. So I was kind of driving and thinking about this, and there are three things that came to mind. Number one is you need to create structure and routine in your life. There are going to be a couple of weeks that go by. Your family may still be working. You may be at home, having to make important decisions by yourself. You need to make sure that you are doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. We talk about that all the time in class, and this is when you can finally put that into practice 100%. You need to do the right thing, even if no one is there making you do it. So routine is everything. Even for adults, routine is everything. Structure is everything. And that's one of the reasons why everyone is kind of stressed out and kind of in a little bit of a panic mode, is because adults don't do well with change. Kids, on the other hand, you guys are resilient. Like, you guys are prepared for this. So regardless of what anyone is telling you, regardless of what the news says, you're going to be okay. Just create structure and routine. I really, really want to stress that. There are some sample schedules online already. You can Google. You guys have done so much research with me. You guys know how to use a search engine to your advantage and to find information and the type of information that you want. So this is when you get to put all of those skills into practice, into real life situations. So start Googling. Google schedules to do while at home, or schedules to do on days off, or schedules to do while being quarantined. That's a very hot word right now. A buzzword is quarantine. So, do a Google search, and then sample schedules will come up. Or if you feel that you are self-aware and you already have ideas and schedules that you're motivated by, you can create those on your own. Say, okay, at this time, I want to be up and awake. Set your alarm. Of course, you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. like how I usually do for work. You can, sleep in a little bit, of course. There's a little bit of flexibility. Set your alarm for 7, maybe 7:30. I say 8 o'clock at the very latest in the morning. Set your alarm and say, okay, between this time and this time, I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to take a shower if you are a morning shower person. I'm going to brush my hair. I'm going to get ready for the day. Even if you are not going anywhere, psychologically, there's something in us as human beings that when we get ready for the day by doing our morning routine, it makes a difference. Okay, so get ready. Even, like I said, even if you're not leaving the house, get dressed, get out of your pajamas, and, put yourself together. Okay, so then your morning is done. You have your breakfast. Maybe you want to actually do some school stuff then. This is a great opportunity for you to continue your education at your own pace. At school, sometimes you have to go at other people's paces. This is a perfect opportunity for you to focus on you. So take advantage of that. On my classroom website, the classroom website that we use all the time, Google Cedar Lane Academy, Brielle Kammert, it'll pop up. I have a whole bunch, I'm looking at it right now, okay? I have a whole bunch of lesson plans and links and resources that you can use that we would have been going over together this week, but unfortunately things happen. Go on that and use those as a guideline. And this is also a great opportunity for you to explore your own interests and your own hobbies. Right now, there are so many free resources online. And again, use Google. Free Brain Pop. free News Ella, News ELA. Scholastic News might have free stuff. If you go on Teachers Pay Teachers, even though it says Teachers Pay Teachers, it's for anyone. You can create a free account. You can download free resources. Like, this is a time when you can really explore your interests and find things that really, you're passionate about. And you can search it by grade level, which is awesome. So let's say that after you wake up in the morning, you have your breakfast, you're doing school stuff between this time and this time, you're focusing on these subjects between this time and this time, have your lunch. Then afterwards, you can create a brand new category of your schedule, or you can continue your education. It's up to you. Maybe after lunch, you want to pursue like your hobbies or physical activity. Physical activity is super important. So I really recommend that you fit that into your schedule as well. And then at the end of the day, say, okay, after 2:20, this is my free time. Or after 2:20, this is my family time. This is my friend time. This is my Netflix and chill time, okay? But really make sure that you are having a routine. It sounds really fun and exciting and nice at first. Like, oh, I could be in my pajamas all day and not doing anything and just be on my phone or my tablet or watch TV all day. It sounds great, but in the long run, it's just not good for you. It's not good for anyone. I would be telling this to anyone, no matter how old they are. Have a routine, and you can write it down, make it fun, decorate it, make it so that way you can say, on these days I'm doing this, these days I'm doing this, so that way you don't get bored. Just really, really sit down and get a little creative with it and have some fun with it, but make sure you hit those main points. Go to bed at a decent hour too, okay? I don't want to hear when you come back to school, I don't want to hear that, oh, Miss Cameron, I was in my pajamas all day and I was running around and, doing whatever I felt like. Like, no, you need to make sure, like, now is the time that you need to use self-control. We talk about self-control all the time, being in control of our actions, being in control of the words that we say, being in control of how we respond to situations. This is the perfect time for you to implement those in real life, okay? So again, when I come back, I don't want to hear that you're in your pajamas and running amok around the house while whoever takes care of you is away working and going out to make sure that they come home and that they can take care of you the best way that they can. So remember, we talk about how everyone has a job. Everyone has a job, whether you're getting paid for it or not. Whoever takes care of you, if they're going out and they're working, they're running errands, whatever, that is their job as a parent or as a guardian. Your job is to do the best thing that you can do, which is being a studious individual. You're pursuing your own education. You're furthering your education. You're taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally by having a structure and a routine and not just sitting down on the phone all day, scrolling through TikToks and Instagrams and whatnot, okay? All right, that was number one. Number one is the longest one. Number two really has to do with physical health. You guys, I really, really mean this. It's going to be so easy for you to just sit down or lay down all day long. It's going to be very, very easy. I really, really recommend that you somehow figure out what days you're going to exercise or how much you're going to exercise each day. Devote a specific amount of time. There are tons of workout videos on YouTube, tons. You can watch a different workout video every single day and there would be more than enough. So really get your physical activity in. It's really good for your physical health and for your emotional and mental health. Yesterday I felt cooped up inside. So because of that, I started getting a little bit down, getting stressed out. When I'm on my phone, all I see is virus. So I needed to get out and do something. So I took my family out for a hike. We went on a hike. I called up my sisters. My mom ended up coming with us, and we all just went on a hike, and it felt so good to just get some exercise. Now, that being said, depending on how things go, going outside for a hike may not be an option for much longer. But do at-home workouts. If you have a backyard, you could do something in the backyard. If you have room in your living room or in your bedroom, you could do jumping jacks, sit-ups, curl-ups, whatever. There are so many fun workouts with good background music that you guys would love. So just really make sure that you're staying physically active. After my hike, I felt so much more at peace. I felt way less stressed. I felt way more calm. So it really helps, not just with being physically healthy, but also with being mentally and emotionally healthy as well. Okay, third thing is you need to ask your family how you can help, okay? Do not worry about things that you have no control over. Do not worry about things that you cannot change. There are a lot of things in the news right now. By the way, turn the news off. Don't watch the news. That's for adults to focus on. That's for adults to worry about. There is no reason why you should be watching and being sucked into all of that, okay? That's meant for adults to deal with. So do not watch the news. Turn it off, okay? What you need to do is you need to focus on the things that you can control and the things that you can affect. So that means helping around the house. Your parents or whoever takes care of you, your grandma, aunt, uncle, whoever, they are going through a lot of change too. It's not just you. And a lot of that responsibility is now falling on them. So you need to do your part and ask, how can I help? What can I do to make things better? What can I do to ease the stress? Because it's not fair to them if you are just sitting there like a king, sitting there like a princess, while they are running around trying to figure out this new life that they have to create for you guys. Don't wait for them to ask you to help. You shouldn't be sitting there waiting for them to tell you what to do. Ask them, be proactive. You will feel better because you are contributing to the home. You are contributing to your community in a positive way. And they will feel better because they will feel like they are not alone and that you are more than capable. You help in the classroom all the time without even realizing it. You pass out papers, you empty trash cans, you do partner work, you walk around the classroom and you offer help after you're done with your work. You help me deliver things. You help me go to the office and with, picking stuff up. You help clean up, things like that. You work together, you pass laptops out, whatever, you collect laptops. You are more capable of making a difference than you realize. So this is the time to put those skills into real life and to show people what you're made of, okay? You guys are amazing, and I miss you and I love you so much. So those are the 3 things that I really, really want you to do during this period of time that you are not here physically at school. Number 1 is to create a routine and structure in your life. Number 2 is to make sure that you are getting physical activity. And number 3 is to make sure that you're being a productive citizen and you're asking people at home and you are offering and you're being proactive in making a difference and helping and putting good out into the world, okay? In your own way. So what I have done as your teacher is I have set up as much as I can on the classroom website. I am an email away. That's it. I'm an email away. My email address is on the classroom website. You can also find it anywhere else. I'm sure there's plenty of places you can find my email address. If you have any questions regarding the work, feel free to email me, please, okay? I am still your teacher. You are still my students. You still mean the world to me, and just because I don't get to physically see you every day, it does not mean that I am not thinking about you every day, okay? You guys are my babies. I tell you that all the time. So with that being said, I'm going to also be grading your work that was turned in. That's another reason why I'm here, is I'm picking up a couple other things. I have your essays at home already that I've been grading. And what's kind of exciting to me is that you guys did voice recordings of you reading your essays. So that's going to take a whole nother level of emotional strength for me, but also excitement is to hear your voice, even though I don't get to see you. So I'm really excited about that, because little did I know, we didn't know this was going to happen. We was going to do an activity with it instead. But now, instead of doing an activity with it, we can't obviously. But now, when I'm reading your essays, I'll actually be able to hit play and listen to your voice as you're reading it. So that's going to bring so much happiness to my heart. So thank you to those who did submit those voice recordings. That means more to me than you think. So who would have thought that things would have turned out this way? So with that being said, I'm going to stop rambling. This video is 15 minutes long now, I think. So I should probably end the video here and get going. But just know that I love you and I care about you and I believe in you. Be strong, be brave, be wise. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye.